Hey, it's Peter Day here. So I'm back for another video. When I went to the Affiliate Summit conference, a lot of guys came up and they're like, I love your channel, but you haven't posted something in so long. And I took that to heart. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'll post something. So anyway, I'm going to train a little bit on this video on how to find media buyers, how to structure media buyers. And it's one of the main topics that's come up when we've been chatting with people. They want to know, really, how do we structure our media buyer team? Where do we find media buyers? What do we pay them? And so a little bit about this. First of all, where did we find media buyers? I wouldn't view this as a one-size-fits-all method. When it comes to media buyers, in the earlier stages, we were doing a lot of coaching. So Tyler and I that's how we found a lot of media buyers through coaching, actually. So about 8 years ago, we were offering personal coaching, okay? Like how to become an affiliate, how to become a better affiliate. And what we were discovering is a lot of those coaching students, they ended up becoming our media buyers. So that might be a really good strategy for you if you're watching this. Why don't you consider coaching, attracting some people to you through the coaching, and then you can recruit them to become media buyers. They can like excel at the coaching. You can say, hey, listen, I'll pay you a profit share, and you'll be able to run some offers we have. We have some exclusives and blah, blah, blah. Maybe you could add some value. So that was a huge way that we recruited media buyers, was this whole coaching thing. Not even sure we were doing the coaching with the intention to get the media buyers. I think at the time we were honestly just doing the coaching to make a quick buck. We were charging kind of a lot. I mean, we were charging like $10,000 to like coach someone for like a week, or it wasn't even, it was like a day or two or something. So I think for us, it was a little bit like a money grab, but then we figured, we're like, well, there is a lot of value here, because a lot of the people we were coaching, they wanted to become our media buyers. And what we realized is, you know what, there's probably a lot more opportunity here of these people becoming our media buyers rather than the coaching. Because if they succeed as a media buyer, they could potentially go on to make millions of dollars, potentially. No guarantee, of course, right? And we saw it as a lot more worth our time than the $10,000. So that's one way that we got media buyers. Another way we got media buyers is we were going to conferences. So we attended a lot of Tim Bird conferences. Remember those conferences where Tim Bird would have the masterminds, and he would teach like the surfing method, the bully method and stuff. Tyler and I, we went to like a bunch of those, and we connected with people. And a lot of times those people were interested in partnering up and becoming a media buyer. Another spot that we got media buyers was we went to a conference with Charles No. He was an influencer guy in our industry like 8-9 years ago. We went to a conference there. We were actually guest speakers at that conference, which was really helpful. And we ended up coming home with like 3 or 4 media buyers. We ended up really putting out some feelers like, do you want to work for us? You want to become a media buyer? We got like 3 or 4 of these really high level guys. Really, really talented guys, actually. So that was one strategy. What are some other strategies we've had to recruit media buyers? So the coaching was definitely a really big hit, though. I definitely recommend that for you. If you're wondering, like, how do you get a media buyer? Where do you recruit? I would recommend maybe putting together some coaching, like offer some coaching maybe to the industry, offer some coaching. Like maybe you could even host an event at Affiliate Summit, or host an event at a conference and offer some kind of value or coaching, and then maybe offer the opportunity to join your media buyer team. I think that could be a pretty good one. Lately, we've been getting mostly media buyer inquiries through our reputation. We have this YouTube channel. We have a pretty big following. We also have a lot of people on our email list as well, subscribers. So these subscribers we've got like 10,000 people on our email list. So that's really a majority of the affiliate marketing industry, I would say, is even subscribed to our email list. So when we blast out an email, or even do a shout out on this YouTube channel, we might literally get anywhere from 50 to 100 applicants to become a media buyer. So if you are one of them, just be patient. I do want to say that because we're not ignoring the applications. We just probably have gotten a lot of them very quickly, and we might not be able to like get to them all immediately. But I would say just be patient though, because we might loop around. Like, keep an eye on it. We might follow up in like a month, a couple weeks, 2 months. We might follow up later, and there will still be an opportunity probably later. So again, if you did fill out something recently, don't be discouraged. Don't be thinking we're dropping the ball if we're just not really responding. We actually are going to be doing our best to respond to them all, but I'm not sure we're actually going to be making decisions until about maybe a month from now, month and a half. But for us, look, this is a long-term play for us anyway. Like, if someone can't be patient for like 1, 2, or 3 months to even become a media buyer, it's probably not a long-term fit for them either. So I would just say be patient, and you'll definitely hear from us if the opportunity is right and if the timing is right. So let's talk about how we structure our media buying team. And this is mostly coaching people that are asking us the question of how to structure it for their business. Like, they have a business, they want to figure out how to structure it. Well, first of all, I think you could only have so many media buyers with like one person overseeing the media buyers. It's probably best practice to have like a master media buyer, and perhaps you have, I don't know, maybe anywhere from like 6 to 9 media buyers underneath that person. It's just, the media buyers do need assistance. They need help. They need brainstorming. They need some masterminding, and they could use the help of someone like actually being that group leader. So I really recommend having someone that's in charge of the media buyer team. I think that right now that's my brother, but we did actually just we promoted this one guy on our team to actually become overseeing a pod of other media buyers. We actually just did that. So what this will do is it will allow my brother maybe to oversee like 10 media buyers himself. And then this other guy might be able to oversee like 6 or 7. And that would allow us to efficiently have like 17 media buyers. And then if we want more, maybe we promote another guy that oversees like 7. And so I think that's a smart structure. In terms of our compensation plan, we pay media buyers 20% of the profits. That's been a really solid number. I know that there's some companies that do like more aggressive numbers, like 50-50 or 30%. The issue with that is it's hard to build it might be good for the media buyer in the short term, but it's actually a little bit difficult to actually build a business when you're giving so much away to the media buyer. So you have to look at it from not only the media buyer's perspective, but you actually do have to look at it from the business perspective. Like, if you're growing a business and you're giving away half the profits to the media buyer, you're not going to really grow a very big business. And then it's going to be a crappy opportunity potentially for the media buyers, because like it's so smothered with the margin that it could end up just actually being not a great opportunity for everyone. So we've come up with a good sweet spot, like the 20% of the profits of the campaign to the media buyer. It's a really good sweet spot because the media buyer can still actually make a lot of money, and the company continue to grow, because from the 80%, the company is hiring salespeople, hiring more media buyers, getting more campaigns, getting more going to conferences. Like, right, we have like $200,000 a month of expenses, and that number may even just continue to grow as we add team members. So it's like, it's really, really important to structure your business so that the business wins. And that's not a greedy or selfish thing. It's really a practical thing. I think that's an important way to look at it. It's a practical thing. The company has to win, because if the company doesn't actually win, what's going to happen is like no one is really going to win inside of the company. Your media buyers are not going to win. You're not going to win. Your salespeople are not going to win. If the company overall is not winning, it's a risk that that company just goes out of business, doesn't profit, fails, whatever. So I think that's really, really important. But some other things in terms of structuring too is we have video editor team as well. So it's not just the media buyers, but if the media buyers have a script and some creatives, they can go to the video editing team, and the video editing team can help essentially make their video ads for them. Okay, so that's a huge perk and benefit we have on the team. And it's I recommend that too. Like if you're building your own media buyer team, I recommend having this component of not only the media buyers, some kind of leader or leaders of a certain amount of media buyers, but I also recommend this structure of having a video editing team. Because if your media buyers have to make their own creatives, I fully am supportive and actually want our media buyers to be writing their own copy. I want them to write their own scripts. But if they actually have to sit behind a computer and be editing videos for 8 hours a day, that's really going to hinder their production. It's going to really slow down their ability to media buy. So I recommend for sure having that video editing team. And but overall, the structure is pretty simple overall, though, right? You got media buyers, you got someone leading the media buyers, you have a video editing team, and it's pretty simple. And then the other part of the recipe is the offers. So if you have good offers, you just feed those good offers to the media buying team, and it's just a smooth engine that works. This model's been working for us for literally the past 10 to 15 years. At first, it was just Tyler being the media buyer, and I was the biz dev guy. We got 1 media buyer, we got 3, we got 4. I think at the most we've had right now might actually be the most media buyers we have. I think we have about 16 or something. But we feel like we can actually grow this more substantially, though. Something we would like to get to is if we can actually get to somewhere like 25 to 30 media buyers, and then maybe that would consist of 3 or 4 team leaders within there. We're going to need a lot of offers, though. For that many media buyers, we're probably going to need literally 30 more winning 30 more winning campaigns, to be honest, something like that. Otherwise it doesn't make sense to hire so many people. So again, I hope this stuff gave you good value, and don't hesitate to reach out on the offer side. If you're someone who owns an offer, you have an affiliate network, you're an advertiser, reach out to us like that prior email, and let's do some discussions on what we can promote. Because again, we want to grow and we need more offers. So if you can supply that, let's chat for sure. So guys, I'm going to head out, and I hope that you got great value out of this. All right, talk soon.